Hey, Justice, congratulations on the win. You guys kind of punched Penn State in the mouth up front when things got off from the tip in the first part of the first half. But then they really pushed back, and this thing was going in the wrong direction for a long time. Sometimes it's hard to get that back when things start going downhill like that. What was the conversations like on the bench, and how do you get your mindset right when things are headed in the wrong direction like that?
We know going into this game that Penn State was going to hold back. They're a good team. They can get going really fast, and that's what they did. Especially in the second half, they got themselves going and was making it real tough on us. But nonetheless, our team, we're used to doing that every day in practice, having to come back in situations where we're down by 5, down by 10, down by however many points. So we just knew as long as we stuck together, made the right plays, and stayed poised, we know we're going to come out with a win.
Thanks.
Alrighty, next up, we'll go to Steve Hillwagon, 247. Steve.
Can you hear me?
A little bit, barely.
Okay. Well, just talk about the determination you guys showed in getting that steal that you had there with about 90 seconds left. Just what did you see on that? Looked like you doubled down and came from behind and he didn't see you. Just what was going on then?
We saw that Lundy had a hot hand. He had it throughout the entire game. And we knew that at that possession that he was going to try and get a shot off. He was feeling real good. So I know that he was looking to score. I know he turned away from me. And he came back, exposed the ball a little bit. And that was just enough for me to get a hand on it and take it the other way, which we really needed. We needed to stop that possession.
Yep. And just how difficult, obviously, to lose a game last week here against Purdue. You didn't want to go through that again. You've done so much on the road. You don't want to give back any of that momentum. Just your thought about the alternative if this hadn't turned out the way you wanted it to.
Yeah, playing here at the Shot, we have to defend home court, and we owed ourselves one, we owed the Shot, we owed everybody one to come here today and play with heart, and really come out with the win, especially given the last game that we lost here. So we're just trying to get that momentum going again, because we can't be losing on our home court.
Thanks.
All right, we'll go next to Adam Jardy, Columbus Dispatch.
Justice, as you guys have had to rotate through ball handlers and that role has expanded for you, you guys have taken care of the ball pretty well this season, but they obviously forced you into 17 turnovers. What did they do that makes it so challenging on you guys? And what was the challenge of trying to combat that?
Yeah, we knew that they lead the 10 in steals. They gamble a lot, they play aggressive, and they play hard on D. So we knew that coming into the game. Unfortunately, we let them turn us over a little bit too much. And, we're gonna watch film and clean that up. But we knew they were gonna be aggressive, and given me stepping up to be able to handle the ball and coach giving me trust in that, I think we do a pretty good job for the most part. Just little minor things that we need to do a little bit better on. But if we expected it, we need to come through better with it.
That little sequence at the end of the first half where you guys were up and they got 2 steals for easy buckets there. What, I guess, can you take us through that moment and what you think you're going to learn from a situation like that?
Yeah, that's just unacceptable. I mean, we can't close out a half like that, giving them, turning the ball over and then giving them 2 buckets, So, learning from that, we just have to take care of the ball, especially ending the half. And because that ultimately, I feel like, is what gave them that little boost in the second half as well, had them feeling good. But as long as we take care of the ball, we would have cut that off and we would have been, I think we would have been all right. But just little tweaks we have to make to our game, and we have to make them pretty quick, going into this next game on Sunday.
All righty, next up, Jack Emerson, the Lantern.
Hi, Justice. Congrats on the win tonight. Coming into the season, Coach Holtman said that you would have to get used to Big Ten play, the physicality in Big Ten play. Tonight, you were really active in the defensive end and on the offensive end. Can you just take me through how that has evolved this season as you've gone through Big Ten play?
Yeah, it's just about adjusting and I'm being persistent. Coming in every day trying to get better. Coaches go over film with me, and then when I get to the game, just being able to perform really. So, it's obviously a lot more physical league, a lot of players well coached, and coming into that from where I was previously, it's definitely a shift in it. But I feel like I've adjusted pretty well going forward, and I'll just continue to get better really.
All righty, next up, Brennan Gulick, Buckeyes Now on S.
Justice, on a night like tonight where you have a double-double, you had 2 blocks and 5 steals, what do you take most pride in? You know, you obviously did a lot of things well. What are you most proud of tonight?
I'm most prideful of just being able to do everything, my versatility. You know, coming onto the court, I know I can do a lot, whether that's offensively or defensively. So I just really try to do everything that I can to help the team win. And tonight, you know, I touched a little bit of everything, and I'm glad we were able to just pull through really. So just as long as I play my game, I feel like I'm gonna bring a lot to the game as well.
And maybe if you could shed some light on the high turnover number. It was a 17 turnover night, which was a season high for you guys, and yet at the end, you found a way to gut it out. What do you take away from a night where you gave up, I think it was 23 points off those 17 turnovers, and yet you were still able to withstand it?
Yeah, like I said earlier, we knew that they lead the 10 in steals. So you know, especially when it's game time, when it's time to close the game out, we really had to execute and take care of the ball. Staying together was a big part of it, knowing that as long as we stay together, stay poised, you know, we're gonna make the right plays, you know, we'll come out with the win. So I'm glad that our guys were able to do it tonight.
All righty, we'll go to Colin Hess-Hill, 11 Warriors.
Justice, what's Coach Holtman like after a game like this that maybe doesn't play out the way that he would like, but in the end, it is the result that you guys want?
I mean, I think EJ touched on it earlier. You know, everyone was excited. You know, it's hard to win in the 10. It's hard to win, period, you know, in college basketball. So we celebrate every win, regardless if it's by a couple points like tonight or if it was by 20 or 30. We always are looking to improve, of course, but as long as we come out with the win today, as we did, you know, coach is happy, we're happy. We're going to just continue to learn from our mistakes.
And one last question for Justice to Andy Evans.
Hey, Justice, what is the sense when you guys are, you know, you build a sizable lead there to start the game, and then Penn State starts chipping away, and then all of a sudden they take the lead? What is your guys' attitude and demeanor there on the bench to be able to mount a comeback and eventually end up winning the game like the way you did?
I just think it was really our bench just being involved with this. You know, we not separating, not getting you know, singling each other out, but more so of us just sticking together. You know, our bench plays a big part in it. You know, pushing us, making sure that we stay on edge. You know, getting into our heads really, just to continue to push through. You know, we know they're going to make a little bit of a run, and unfortunately they got on a pretty big run. But you know, as like I said, towards the end of the game, we really stuck together and were able to pull it out. So you know, we got the win, and you know, we were happy about it.